First at 6, David Ware's future now in the hands of the jury as they start deliberations in the capital murder trial. Ware is accused of killing Tulsa Police Sergeant Craig Johnson and shooting Officer Arash Sarkishan back in 2020. 2 News Oklahoma's Shay Smith is live at the Tulsa County Courthouse tonight with the very latest for us. Shay.
Yeah, the jury is in deliberation right now as we speak. The state and the defense both wrapped up their closing arguments around 5:30. Now, on the prosecution side, the district attorney was up first for those closing arguments. And something that he really asked the jurors several times was this question: who is David Ware? Now, the prosecution pointing out that Ware is a felon and shouldn't have had the firearm in the first place. Ware also testifying on stand that he lied to Officer Sarkishan when he originally asked him if he had any weapons or drugs in the car. The prosecution really honing in on the fact that Ware was not compliant when the officers gave him orders. Now, one of the first things the defense said in their closing arguments is, when a good guy does bad things, you have to make the bad guy look even worse. The defense arguing about the treatment of Ware, saying the officers wouldn't run his insurance or be understanding of the fact that Ware left his license at the casino after winning a jackpot. Ware's attorney also pointing out that Sergeant Johnson kicked him while trying to get Ware out of the vehicle. The defense wrapped up the closing argument saying this is a question about intent. Adams says there has to be proof beyond a reasonable doubt that he intended to take the lives of 2 officers. He also says Ware could be guilty on the firearms charge because he did have a gun. However, Adams says the rest of the charges, those are up to the jury. Now, the state took their last chance at closing arguments. Prosecutors saying Ware decided to be judge, jury, and execution for Sergeant Johnson. Prosecutors ended their closing argument saying, all we're asking is that in exchange for his very adult decision, you give him some very adult consequences. Now, the jury, most of them not showing much emotion. However, some did. During the closing arguments, they would glance at Ware here and there. Now, as I said earlier, they are in deliberation. They started that at 5:30, and they will not break. So once they start, they will continue to deliberate until a verdict is reached. Now, how long that will last, it is unknown. It could be a few hours. It could be a couple of days. But they will not break until they reach a verdict. We will be here to bring you the very latest as we gather more information. Live at the Tulsa County Courthouse, Shay Smith, 2 News Oklahoma.